This is verse 38 of the 24th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. Jesus reaching the conclusion of the Olivet Discourse, giving warning, of course, to that generation. He's already declared all these things would take place in that generation, and he now wants to give fair warning to everyone who will hear these words, and using the example of Noah in the Old Testament, who had for 100 years, of course, been building the ark, giving warning, preaching righteousness, we hear, and yet people disregarded him. They didn't regard his activities anything to be taken overly seriously. And so Jesus now indicates that it's going to be very similar in the coming days. He says, hosts, this is a coordinating conjunction for as, postpositive Gore, for as asan, from me, this is the imperfect, third person plural, so as they were. In preposition with the dative, tes hemerais, so as they were. In the days, some manuscripts include those days, a kanais, demonstrative pronoun, so as they were in those days. And then, again, in apposition to it, the pro before to, kataklusmu, before the cataclysm. The word kludon literally means a wave. It's the root of this word. Kludon would be a great wave, a wave that knocks everything down, and from that we have the English word cataclysm, which of course is transliterated from this word. So before the days, before the cataclysm days, is the idea. Then trogontes. Trogo means to eat, to munch. It suggests eating without any particular concern about any evident threat. The idea kai pinontes, from pino, to drink. So they were eating and drinking. These are both present participles. Gamuntes, from gamao, to marry. Again, a present participle, marrying, and then a derivative of it, kamidzontes, in the passive, and giving in marriage. The idea, life is going on as usual. It doesn't necessarily mean any kind of complete, loss of control, moral debauchery, that kind of thing. It just means life is going on. They're not taking seriously the warning that has been coming from Noah, and that's the situation. Akri, this is a genitive, or it's a preposition that takes the genitive, so until, and then genitive hes hemeris, until which day, or that day, es eilthin, he entered, till the day, the specific day in which, is the idea, he entered, namely Noah. Noah entered, es tain kiboton, into the box, literally, of course, is translated an ark, but the root of the word was a box. It stood in the Old Testament, and to some degree in the New, for the idea of a protected place in the midst of chaos, and that's what the ark was. Even the Ark of the Covenant had something of that idea suggested to it. And so Noah enters into the protected place to escape the great ravages that would come by virtue of the flood that was at that point imminent. Jesus, of course, wants them to understand that it's going to be something like that in this generation. People will have heard the warning of Jesus, but it seems like everything's going on normally, and the catastrophe that would befall them would, relatively speaking, come rather rapidly and unexpectedly and produce a similar kind of outcome.